Senate urges federal government to stand down electricity tariff increments in view of its negative effects on businesses.
Committee on Power to work closely with the Minister of Power to ensure that the resolutions of the Senate are respected in order to ameliorate and reduce any contemplated suffering on consumers of electricity in the country.
Policymakers stress the need for continental collaboration to boost intra-African trade.
The legislature is ready to support. They are ready to do the needful in terms of legislation.
Plus, Senate Committee on Health mandates the National Health Insurance Authority to ensure efficient utilization of basic health care fund.
I'm very impressed with what is going on in National Hospital. But I can see that they have a lot of potential. There's a lot more that they could do.
Good evening and welcome to NTA Parliamentary News. I am Ene Ojonugba. The Senate for the second time urged the federal government to stand down the idea of increasing electricity tariff in view of its negative effect on businesses. Senators also instituted an investigation over the 2 trillion naira subsidy requirement as recently stated by the Minister of Power. National Assembly correspondent Lami Ali reports on these and other considerations during Wednesday's plenary.
Senator Iya Abbas and 10 other lawmakers raised the issue on the increase of electricity tariff as a matter of urgent public importance.
Customers who are owners of small and medium enterprises are adversely impacted by this level of exorbitant electricity charges and by implication have their businesses affected.
It elicited comments, all kicking against the planned hike.
Removal of any subsidy, not to talk of electricity subsidy, will be more than adding petrol to fire.
There are subsidies abroad, in UK, in US, in America for food. There are subsidies for electricity. They cannot ask us that we will not give subsidies.
I think our concern for this moment should be how to generate electricity and effectively, adequately distribute electricity.
It will be totally immoral and it will be insensitive.
The Committee on Power to work closely with the Minister of Power to ensure that the resolutions of the Senate are respected in order to ameliorate and reduce any contemplated suffering on consumers of electricity in the country.
The Deputy Majority Leader, in a personal explanation, wants the Senate to consider the rising price of cement and other building materials.
The sudden and steep price increase is having a detrimental impact on critical infrastructure, housing, and our own consistency projects across the country.
Senate has solicited assistance by authorities to victims of the recent fire incident as the central market in Misau Bauchi State, as moved by Senator Abdul Ningi. Bills seeking the establishment of Southeast, Southwest and North Central Development Commissions passed second reading.
This Southeast Development Commission will be very useful in addressing the infrastructural deficits in the southeast of Nigeria.
This bill essentially aims to establish a commission for the Southwest region to tackle the ecological problems and other related environmental and developmental challenges in the Southwest states.
The North Central Nigeria shares similar features. Is it security challenges? Is it banditry? Is it insurgency? Is it underdevelopment? All of us are sharing these challenges together.
Senators confirmed the appointments of the Director General of the National Health Insurance Authority, 17 commissioners for the National Population Commission, as well as the chairman and 3 commissioners for the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, as requested by President Bola Tinubu. Meanwhile, the Constitutional Review Committee of the 10th Senate, chaired by the Deputy President of the Senate, Barrow Jibrin, has held its inaugural sitting.
And we will be very strategic in the conduct of our affairs. We will be guided by the laws and rules of legislative business, including precedents where it does not conflict with any known rule, while also being innovative where we can.
Membership of the committee consists of the most ranking senator from each state, one each from the 6 geopolitical zones, and all the women lawmakers in the 10th Senate from the National Assembly. Lami Ali, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to roll out palliatives nationwide to cushion the effects of food inflation, particularly on poor Nigerians. Adopting a motion to this effect, the Green Chamber mandated the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation to, as a matter of urgency, take the lead in the provisions of these interventions. National Assembly correspondent Mitairi Ikpen tells us more.
Lawmakers argued on the floor of the House that fillers from their constituencies indicate that a number of citizens face harsh economic realities, hence the need for some form of succor from the government.
Life has become unbearable for the people of Ilela, who can barely feed anymore, as most of them who are involved in commercial activities have lost their means of livelihood. The federal government should swing into action in releasing the palliative that have already been listed as regards to the issue of subsidy removal.
There should be a time frame of 1 month for the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian to comply with this resolution.
Also urge all the state governors to complement the efforts of the federal government.
To ease movement of people, goods and services, the House also urged the Federal Ministry of Works to construct the Wamba-Shedam Lantang-Wase Road.
North Central region of Nigeria is well known for its agricultural potentials. The road will provide farmers with better access to market, enabling them to sell their produce more efficiently and effectively.
A motion seeking the modernization of Nigeria's emergency response infrastructure to serve the populace was also adopted.
More recently, the devastating explosion which occurred in Ibadan has highlighted the need for robust and coordinated emergency response system in the country.
Lawmakers kicked against a 60% increase in the tuition of the Nigerian law school.
From 296,000 naira to 476,000 naira. Urge the Council of Legal Education to put the Nigerian law school fees increment in abeyance.
Meanwhile, the House will this Thursday hold a special valedictory session in honor of the late 4th Assembly Speaker Gali Umar Naba, who died last December. Expected at the session are family members and former presiding officers of the House. From the National Assembly, Mitairi Ikben, NTA News.
The Senate Committee on Health has mandated the National Health Insurance Authority to ensure efficient management of the 12.7 billion naira Basic Healthcare Provision Fund in the 2024 budget, especially at the states. This was at the oversight visit to the committee to the agency. Ignatius Unko reports.
Few hours after the confirmation of Dr. Kelechi Ohiri as the Director General of the National Health Insurance Authority, the Senate Committee on Health visited the headquarters of the agency on oversight. This was to get information on the operations of the authority, especially the implementation of its appropriations.
We spent 2 days with the chief executives of all the state's health insurance schemes in Abuja, looking at the fiduciary, how can we strengthen the financing and the financial management process.
We expect to see our enrollment has stopped, at least.
At the National Hospital, the committee was taking round some departments where the hospital management solicited support of the National Assembly in replacing spoiled and obsolete equipment, especially at the Nuclear Medical Department.
I'm very impressed with what is going on in National Hospital. But I can see that they have a lot of potential. There's a lot more that they could do if they are provided with more equipment.
The committee also visited the Federal College of Complementary and Alternative Medicine, eager to see students, but unfortunately, the college, which received 743 million naira allocation in the 2023 budget, bore a vivid reflection of an abandoned place.
113 people here.
Yes.
38.
38, yes.
138.
Yes. It's because of the way we are abandoned. That was why some of them are not here.
The building that they rented is unused, and so as a committee, we will definitely look into this and ensure that no budget is released and no taxpayers' money is wasted.
The committee was also at the Federal Staff Hospital, Gwarimpa. Ignatius Nkwo, NTA News.
With strong political will, Nigeria has the potential to leverage from the African Continental Free Trade Agreement and surmount the economic challenges facing the country. These are the views of the policymakers at the workshop on the economic impact of AFCFTA organized by the NILS in collaboration with the Joint Research Center of the European Commission. Mohammed Rabiu Ali reports.
Nigeria is regarded as the largest economy and most populous in the continent and big player in the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. However, delay in the signing of the agreement until 2021 is causing major setback in the realization of the trade benefits.
It is important to note that
this meeting of stakeholders is to address and profile solutions as well as put forward the findings on the impact of the African Continental Free Trade Area on the Nigerian economy.
We need to talk to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Maybe they have to buy into this, like every one of us, so that the embassies will maybe get into regional hubs.
As a region, we have also established and adopted an implementation strategy to accelerate the implementation of AFCFTA across West Africa. That includes Nigeria.
Others believe that intra-African exports are low compared to other global regions, stressing the need for collaboration.
You should move to the grassroots where farmers, smallholder farmers are easy. And will let you know there are potentials for you when you grow rice. And you bring a good quality rice. You can trade into the international market at free zones. The legislature is ready to support. They are ready to do the needful in terms of legislation, in terms of oversight, in terms of representation. They are ready to even domesticate the various conventions that borders on this.
With the prospect of boosting intra-African trade by 52%, experts say it will lift 30 million Africans out of poverty, raise income by $450 billion by 2035, and eliminate all tariffs among African countries. In Abuja, Muhammad Rabiu Ali, NTA News.
We now take a short break. Thank you for staying with us. Sokoto State House of Assembly has directed the House Committee on Special Services and Security Matters to liaise with Career Department to find ways to address the issues surrounding the issuance of indigent letters to state indigents. The House resolution was announced by the Deputy Speaker Kabir Ibrahim after presentation of matters of urgent public importance by a member representing Goronyo constituency. Our legislative correspondent Nuruddin Abdullahi Adili has more on the report.
Nasur Adamu, member representing Goronyo, described indigent letters as official documents that certify individual status as a native or indigent or indigenous resident of a state used for assessing various benefits that may include educational, social, and employment opportunities, among others, for particular area. But lack of centralized system of issuing these letters has been creating problems ranging from impersonation, bribery, and fraud. The local governments have their ways of issuing these letters, which is creating confusion and disparities in the application process and open doors to exploitation. Members said centralizing the issuance of these letters will address these sharp practices by establishing standardized and transparent process for all state indigents. Gurenyo called the attention of the House on the issue of employment of state indigents by the federal government ministries, departments, and agencies of grade level 1 to 6 in the overall interest of the people of the state. Member therefore called on the House to call the state government to look into these issues as a matter of public importance.
This issue has to be looked into, and the issuance of this indigent letter should be centralized so that whoever gets it is an indigent of Sokoto State.
The Deputy Speaker, Kabiru Ibrahim, announced the House resolved to direct the concerned committee to interface with the Federal Character Commission Sokoto office to address the issue of not giving the state indigents required employment opportunities, and also liaise with Careers Department to find ways of addressing the issues surrounding the indigents letters. Furthermore, the 7 points of legislative agenda has been adopted by the House, which it plans to achieve its activities within the period of 4 years from 2023 to 2027 of the 7th Assembly. Some of these points are effective constituency engagement, consistent and effective oversight functions, effective legislative practice and procedure, strengthening media engagement, and development of e-parliament system.
This 7-point agenda is a guideline which will give legislators a way, a concrete way of implementing what they have planned throughout the year.
The House adjourns sitting to tomorrow for the continuation of plenary. In Sokoto, Nuruddin Abdullah Adeli, NTA News.
More than 20 members of the Jigawa State Assembly have passed a vote of confidence on Governor Umar Namadi and the leadership of the Jigawa State Assembly. Ibrahim Sani reports that the development was arrived at the following rumors of an impeachment attempt against the Speaker, Haruna Aliyu Dangiatin.
The recent declaration of vote of confidence on the Jigawa State Governor and the leadership of the Jigawa State Assembly reflects the recognition of their leadership style in moving the state forward. This affirmation signals the support and approval of the government officials in steering the state towards progress and development.
As a house with the members grown from the whole state, I think I can outrably acknowledge the fact that we have seen a lot, done a lot, and have a lot more to do. I have no iota of doubt we will perform wonderfully to achieve a lot in the incoming years. To sum it up without being a self-trumpet blower or self-glorified, I can confidently and arguably say that our is and will continue to be the best assembly in the nearby history of this our honorable house.
It also acknowledges their commitment to good governance, strategic decision-making, and effective implementation of policies that benefit the citizens and contribute to the overall growth of the state. Indeed, the vote of confidence serves as a testament to their leadership capabilities in addition to positive impact they make on the state's socio-economic landscape. It also signifies the unity and solidarity among the members in working together towards a common goal in improving the quality of lives of people in Jigawa State. Above all, the members say the declaration highlights the trust and belief in the governor and leadership of the Assembly to continue their work in advancing the state's welfare and prosperity. According to them, with this development, the move to change the leadership of the Assembly has been laid to rest. From Duse, Ibrahim Sani, NTA News.
20 members of the Ogun State House of Assembly have passed a vote of confidence on the Speaker, Oludaishi Elemide. Yemi Dalemo reports that the lawmakers at plenary also commended the giant strides of the state governor, Dapo Abiodun.
Minority Leader of the Ogun State House of Assembly, Lukman Adeleye, representing Odo-Ogbolu local government constituency, notes that the developmental strides of Governor Abiodun at the College of Education, Science and Technology, Omu-Ijebu, is worthy of commendation as it is now a degree awarding institution. Other lawmakers, including Oluseun Adesoya, representing Ijebu North-East constituency, praised the governor for fixing the Aton-Iruwon road in his constituency, but urged the State Ministry of Works to attend to the deplorable condition of the road before the rainy season sets in.
I rise this morning to commend the state government, to commend the management of that school, and also to further seek the support of the state government so that this school can attain the full-fledged goal.
We want to sincerely congratulate the government of the state for making it a seamless, peaceful, and orderly nomination process. Our people are thanking Omoba Abiodun, CON, MFR, for what he has done for the entire people of Abuja.
The House passed a vote of confidence on the Speaker, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide, following a motion moved by the Minority Leader of the House, Lukman Adeleye, and supported by the 20 members in attendance.
Vote of confidence to be passed on our Speaker, Right Honorable Oludaisi Elemide. Thank you.
If I support, say aye. If I against, say nay. The ayes have it.
Speaker of the House thereafter inaugurated a 10-member Ogun State House of Assembly Trust Management Committee. They played host to the chairmen of local government councils in Ogun State who came to congratulate, identify, and seek harmonious working relationship with the new leader of the House. In Abeokuta, Yemi Dalemo, NTA News.
Kano State House of Assembly has advised the state government to henceforth deduct 25 million naira monthly from the allocation of the local government councils and purchase food items that will be distributed to vulnerable people in the state. This was the submission of the representative Tukuru Muhammad from Fage constituency contained in the matter of urgent public importance. Samira Hamishushira reports on these and other engagements in the hallowed chamber.
Tukur Muhammad, while presenting his views, explained the level of hardship the populace are facing in view of current economic volatility the nation is facing, and hence the need for urgent measures, which include giving palliatives for at least 6 months until the situation stabilizes, which got the support of the lawmakers. It was increased to 7 months, while other lawmakers suggested that government as of now should suspend all development projects and focus on welfare of the electorate.
2 million each local government for 7 months to purchase foodstuff for distribution to the needy. Alhamdulillah, the House has unanimously agreed and adopted the
In another development, Representative Kabiru Dahirisili sponsored a motion for the upgrade of Taroni Primary Healthcare Center to the status of a general hospital, while Sleman Ishaq Madubi called on the state government to construct a bridge from Madubi to Kuragaramala, which all scaled through.
Expansion services. With the upgrade, the hospital can be able to provide a broader range of medical services. These include specialized departments such as cardiology, pediatrics, ophthalmology. Offering a wide range of variety of services means more complex.
You find out that the southern flank here, when you start from Jeriyabi down to Panadawaki, we don't have such a befitting hospital that could take care of the people that are within that zone or coming in from that area, through that area to come to Kano.
This has been adjourned to Monday to 26th of February 2024. From the Kano State House of Assembly, Samira Hamisushira, NTA News.
The Cross River State Records and Archives Bill 2024 has passed second reading on the floor of the State House of Assembly. Uduak Etim reports that the bill, when passed into law, will enhance collection and preservation of records that forms the state's historical narrative for future generations.
Sponsor of the bill, member representing Ikam 1 State Constituency, Samuel Abang, hinted that the Cross River State Records and Archives Bureau Bill 2024, which has 5 parts, is aimed at helping the state keep records and for proper documentation of happenings.
I will state clearly, this bill will help us to keep records. Fortunately, that day in your office, we discovered that a boy came up to our office in South Africa and gave us the history of what happened in 77 festival events. All these great traits that happened in our state. If you ask our young ones today, where are the records? So those theory will help us to package all the archives, what has happened in faraway east, faraway north, and faraway south, for us to document it properly.
Members who lent their voices for speedy passage of the bill into law noted that the archives is important as it preserves a record of the obligations and commitments of the government and evidence of the rights and entitlements of the citizens.
This bill is pending. I want to use this opportunity to thank my friend, Honorable Lechi, for bringing it up. I feel that Cross River State should come aside this bill so that we will not be talking about yesterday, today and tomorrow. We have to be talking about yesterday, today, and tomorrow. For our people to learn, our children that are coming to learn. I will be very glad, Mr. Speaker, if I leave these Parliament chambers in the next 4 years or 8 years, when we have proper archive gallery, it means that place has not. Because whatever you do, you reflect back. Today, we are coming to Cross River State, the biggest street party in sub-Saharan Africa. Why? Because somebody initiated it. And we must not forget Donald. That's to tell you that we had a history.
This agency, this group, will have the responsibility to ensure that archival materials are stored by generations. Never the agency established, you go after 1 year, you got a particular document. You say you don't have access to it.
Speaker, Cross River State House of Assembly, Elvet Ayambem speaks.
History must not be expunged from our syllabus. It has to be there. And today, coming by way of this bill to say we should reject and revive our archive is very important. State Records and Archives Review Bill 2024 has been read the second time.
The bill was committed to the House Committee on Information and Communication Technology for legislative action. In Calabar, Uduak Etam, NTA News.
And that's the size of our bulletin at this time. Thank you for staying with us. You can kindly follow our social media handles showing on your screen. Thank you for watching and do have a pleasant evening. I am Ene Ojonugba.